Hello, everyone. I'm Tyler Bishop, the CMO here at Ezoic, and I'm going to share something with you today that we are really excited about, and it's called Leap. Before we go any further, I just want to point out that as we go forward, we'll have more and more updates, and you can access updates, news, and access to Leap through ezoic.com/leap. So the first question is, what is Leap and why are we excited about it? Well, with the emergence of Google's UX update, we understand that publishers are really concerned about things like site performance and more specifically, core web vitals. So Leap is a new and completely free Ezoic website performance toolset. We've designed an all-in-one app to diagnose and address each of a site's performance issues one by one so that every site can achieve good core web vitals and improve their performance metrics on their websites. And we understand that this is something that is complex and different for every site. So Leap is designed to be a full tool set so that sites can analyze and also be able to understand the actions they need to take to improve the complex performance issues that vary from website to website. So the next question, if you're an existing Ezoic customer, probably is, what about the Site Speed Accelerator? Well, the Site Speed Accelerator is going to be completely replaced by Leap when it's launched. So in the Speed tab of Ezoic, you'll start to see Leap when you click on that tab. And Leap will have no paid or plus features. It'll be free for all Ezoic monetization users and free for page views without ads up to 500K page views. I wouldn't worry too much about those details because it's specifically designed for sites that may be trying to use Leap to make their sites better, that may not be showing ads, or maybe using some other form of ad integration on their websites. And paying Site Speed Accelerator customers may wonder, well, what happens to my features? What happens to the subscription that I have? All charges will be canceled once we launch Leap if you're currently paying for Site Speed Accelerator Plus features, and anybody that paid annually will be refunded or credited after launch. Now, the important thing to realize there is that all features that an existing site would use, paid or unpaid, plus or non-plus features that you're using today, will be enhanced and then moved over whenever we launch Leap and enabled automatically for your site. So don't worry about losing something that you're using now that may be helping your site be fast. The new features will be automatically enabled when Leap is launched on your website. So why create Leap? I think probably the biggest thing that I can tell you is that site performance is such a nuanced topic that does not lend itself to broad advice. And that's why page speed tools and other mechanisms used to address site speed are very broad, clunky, and rarely work for all sites. And in most cases, don't work for any sites because of that. So we wanted to create something that does more than that. And we feel like we're doing that with Leap. And number one reason why we think it's going to make a huge difference for our sites is because core web vitals are something that 90% of the web currently fails. Seeing many customers achieve fast passing core web vital scores and perfect page speed insight scores, we realize that most sites are struggling with simply understanding what they need to do to make those scores better or improve those metrics. So we decided to address this for all sites. We know that this does not mean that there's a magic button because we have tried to build that. We've spent lots of engineering time on this, and ultimately every site is so different, just slightly enough to where a magic button is not going to work great for everyone. But every site can be fast. And our previous tools may have included the features necessary, but they lack the information and directions that sites would need to address other things on their site that may be slowing it down or preventing it from being able to achieve its fastest score or metric possible. And we think it's important that you don't just address the metrics, that you also address UX, because these things shouldn't be separate. Ultimately, publishers deserve the ability to have both a fast site, a great user experience, and high revenue. And because of our ability to provide cloud integration and this being something that we have focused on for years and years, we're finally vindicated by the ability to deliver these things without having to use external JavaScript, which is an ultimate killer of core web vitals. Sites stuck using JavaScript to deliver ads will always rely on either tricks or foregoing revenue on pages. These are the sacrifices that we don't think publishers should have to make. So we are tying everything together and allowing sites to be able to learn from each other, see what technologies are working, and get the direction and be able to access the features they need to produce strong core web vital metrics and better user experiences without sacrificing revenue. And this is just a brief look at Leap. And while we're still adapting portions of the dashboard, this will give you an idea of how it will look. And one of the things I want to draw your attention to immediately is our leaderboard. Our leaderboard will allow you to see other sites and how fast they are and what technologies they're using. Things like their host, CDN, if they're using WordPress. If so, what theme are they using? What plugins are they using? What other scripts and technologies are available on the page that could be impacting or improving site speed? Ultimately, we want to be able to provide all the features and actions and direction so that sites can understand why their site is slower than they want it to be, or how it could be faster and what sacrifices they may have to make on their site to improve that. There may be something relative to your theme or to the way your site is built that may have to change if you want it to be faster. That doesn't have anything to do with Ezoic or our features, but it does have to do with being able to give you something that you can actually do to improve your speed and giving you that direction so that everyone can have a fast site. So the next question is, when can I try this thing? Well, Leap will launch soon. If you want to stay up to date, I'll draw your attention once again to ezoic.com/leap, but I'll let you know that we're testing now and we have a beta going in the next few weeks, starting in basically today. And we'll continue to roll customers and others into the beta to allow them to give us feedback and also test different things out. However, it's important to understand that Leap will be launched before Google's UX update. And we'll continue to make improvements and add more updates as we go. Now, you may be wondering, when will the Site Speed Accelerator go away and when exactly will Leap launch? Again, I would draw your attention to the ezoic.com/leap webpage, but I will let you know you don't have to wait very long. This is something that we've spent a lot of time working on and something we're really excited to show you. So I hope that answers some of your basic questions about Leap, and I will address a few other things that I know will probably come up. I'm sure people ask, will Leap include this or that? Probably something old that they enjoyed about the Site Speed Accelerator or something that it either did or didn't have before. And my answer is yes, only better. It will include details and alerts on how to ensure the features provided by Ezoic are being used to max potential on a site. This includes everything from what technologies, hosts, and configurations they're using, and being able to understand what other sites have implemented and how they may differ from yours. Will you need to use cloud integration, meaning CDN, name server, Cloudflare, one of those forms of integration to use Leap? No, not necessarily. But if you really do care about speed, the answer is yes. Ezoic's super fast CDN and cloud integration is the key to being able to deliver both ads and a better website to visitors successfully via plugins or JavaScripts. It's going to be very hacky and it only contributes more to the problem. So cloud integration, I think, is key. Although it won't be required, many Ezoic Leap features will only be available via cloud integration, and that's just fundamental to the way that the technology works. And what about ads? Don't they make all sites slow? Yes, ads are slow, and that is something that we have tried very diligently to improve over the course of the last 3 or 4 years. And unfortunately, there are a lot of parties involved, and there's not things that we can do to make everyone faster. But ads are hardly the main problem. Ads aren't as big of a problem as ads delivered through plugins or JavaScript. Sites typically have dozens of other things they need to fix that can help offset any ad loading times or any slowness caused by ads. However, Ezoic uses industry-leading techniques to ensure that the ads load more efficiently that no other platform can promise. So things like asynchronous loading or lazy loading ads, these things are basic. They come directly from Google's ad manager, which is where most ads are served from across the web in a sophisticated ad ops setup. Now, Ezoic provides a lot of different things, but our cloud integration is going to allow us to deliver things in a way that no other site is going to be able to have outside of this form of integration. And that's one of the reasons why we're so excited about Leap and excited to show it to you. I hope this has given you at least a brief overview of what we expect, and I hope that you'll enjoy Leap as much as I am playing with it before all of you. Thanks, everybody, and I will see you soon.